तो सीधे चलते हैं हम आज के दूसरे महामुकाबले के लिए. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome on court the team Bheni School. जोरदार तालियां हो जाए आप सभी.
Fabulous yesterday.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, now the next team, Khokhar. Put your hand together for ladies and gentlemen.
The Khokhar Academy up against the Bheni School. Khokhar Academy up against Bheni School means that the Khokhar Academy are up against an uphill task. The Bheni School were superb yesterday. They were perhaps the best team on offer, and then they got beaten by the P&J Academy. But already today we've had some scintillating entertainment here at the K7 Kabaddi Stage Up. Welcome back. Live and exclusive here on Fan Code. NK Kabaddi Academy versus P&J was the first match. That was tied. Now we head into match number 6. Bheni School, the favourites, versus Khokhar Kabaddi Academy. Chajuram Kabaddi Academy versus NK Academy to come at 6 p.m. And then one more game at 8 p.m. But this is what we've got coming your way. It is the Bheni School up against the Khokhar Kabaddi Academy. An important stage for these youngsters. The K7 Stage Up Kabaddi Tournament. Lovely opportunity for young talent to rise to the occasion. And it's also a joy to bring this to you live here and exclusive on Fan Code. Also head across to kabaddiadda.com for all the news, all the scorecards, and everything else you need to know about this tournament. Head across to Dream 11 to pick your fantasy teams as well. There's some great names on offer. Mohit Goyat and Meetu, perhaps the favorites in every one of those teams. But the Khokhar Kabaddi Academy will have a tough task. There is Meetu, number 2. He's the one to watch. And on that note, time for me to welcome an old friend, a friend of mine that has been on Pro Kabaddi with me as well. Padamji Charawat joins me, Suhail Chandok in the com box. Padam, कैसे हैं?
बहुत बढ़िया सुहेल. और कबड्डी में आपकी और मेरी पहली बार मुलाकात हुई थी, and since then the two of us have grown so much, and but the fascination towards this sport increases every single day. खोखर अकेडमी की अगर हम बात कर लें तो लेफ्ट रीडर की बात कर लें, ऑलराउंडर की बात कर लें, अंकित की बात हम कर सकते हैं, मनदीप की हम बात कर सकते हैं, और जैसे कि आपने कहा मीतू. I mean, these are players who very soon, if we get to see them in Pro Kabaddi, will just not be surprised, we'll be delighted.
Absolutely. I mean, when you look at these teams, already had a tight game today, and when you look at what Bheni School have done, they've been the favorites in this tournament in some sense. They got beaten by P&J Academy yesterday. But these are the boys that will go to battle in just a couple of minutes. Time 12 p.m. sharp is when we get going with every match. And it's been a joy to bring it to you from the home of Anup Kumar, the Kabaddi legend, his academy, the Future Fighters Kabaddi Academy in Gurugram, Haryana. Paddy, you're from Haryana as well.
I'm from Gurugram as well.
You're from Gurugram as well, your hometown. Great to have you sitting here and commentating on young rising stars that we'll see very soon.
जी हाँ सोहेल, आपको याद होगा जब पहली बार हम कबड्डी करने लगे थे तो हम क्रिकेट से कबड्डी में आए थे, तो हमें लगा था लाइफ में डिमोशन हो गया. मगर अब आप मुड़ के देखते हैं तो आप कहते हैं कि वाह, सबसे सुनहरा पल ये था. कबड्डी हमारा अपना खेल है, और जो नए नियम जुड़े हैं, और ये वहां पर टॉस टाइम, और ये वो समय होता है जब आप एक दूसरे से हाथ मिलाते हैं आखिरी दफा, उसके बाद जंग शुरू हो जाती है.
बिल्कुल Paddy, I think when you look at these youngsters coming through the ranks, the one thing we know for sure is that they like to use these opportunities to do bigger things, to do greater things. And we've seen some superb performances. Toss has been won already. And remember, the team in yellow are the Khokhar Academy. The team in blue are the Bheni School. The toss done, the two captains have met. And this is the starting 7 for the Bheni School. Vikas Mohit Goyat, number 8, is one to watch out for. Meetu, number 2, certainly the star to watch out for. He's been the top scorer in the tournament so far. Jaideep, Sachin, Monu, and Vikash, the 4 defenders. Kismat Singh, also a fine raider.
जी हाँ, देखना पड़ेगा कितना किस्मत का साथ इनको चाहिए होगा, बिकॉज एट द एंड ऑफ द डे, और सोहेल ये हम देख रहे हैं यहाँ पर डिफेंडर रेडर, मगर इनमें से ऑलराउंडर्स हमें देखने मिलेंगे. नाउ वी टेक अ लुक एट खोकर कबड्डी एकेडमी. यहाँ पर राहुल, मनदीप, शिवम, मोहित, आशीष, संकित कुमार और प्रियंक इज एन ऑलराउंडर. पिछली लाइनअप में हमें कोई ऑलराउंडर देखने में नहीं मिला था, मगर स्टार्टिंग 7 में इनके 2 ऑलराउंडर्स हैं.
Bilkul, and I think that's where they will have to use that ability to get the job done. They've got the likes of the all-rounders, but they'll need support from their raiders as well. Khokar Kabaddi Academy in yellow and the Bhaini School in blue. Ashish Kumar, 14 tackles in total, 6 tackle points. Good average out rate as well of 60%. So many of those tackles getting successful. And that's what you want to see.
जी हाँ, अगर आप कोई एफर्ट डालते हैं तो वो सक्सेसफुल होना चाहिए. अगर आपके दिलो दिमाग में कोई जंग नहीं चल रही है तो सब कुछ ठीक है. यानी कि कोई एफर्ट तभी डाले जब आप श्योर हो. और जब आप उनके ओपोनेंट्स की बात कर लें तो नंबर 2 की बात कर ले, मीतू. इनका आप पहले भी जिक्र कर रहे थे सोहेल. ही इज गॉट क्विक फीट, फास्ट हैंड्स एंड यू नीड रेडर्स सच एज दैट. रेडर्स को आजकल लंबा होने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती, छोटे रेडर्स भी बड़ा कमाल कर रहे हैं.
Absolutely, and this guy, he's not the tallest, but he's powerful, Paddy.
जी हाँ,
You know, the way you said it as well, 53 raid points in just 61 raids.
विकास खंडोला याद है.
Ah, bilkul. And when you look at his face, also similar features as well. Meetu is the star to watch. I think he's got a promising career. We'll probably see him in Pro Kabaddi as well in the near future. And this is the hotbed of Kabaddi. You know, अगर हरियाणा के बारे में हम बात करें तो all the players come from that hotbed in some sense.
जी हाँ, हमारा स्टेट बहुत देता है. हम दूध दही का खाना ही नहीं हमारे. हम वी आर नॉट जस्ट वेलकमिंग, वी आल्सो गिव अ लॉट. वी गिव अ लॉट इन टर्म्स ऑफ रिस्पेक्ट. और अगर हम बात करें जयदीप की तो उनके 21 टैकल्स में हमें 10 टैकल पॉइंट्स मिले. और वही बात जिसका आप थोड़ी देर पहले जिक्र कर रहे थे, आपकी जो एवरेज आउटपुट है वो कितनी अच्छी है, आपका सक्सेसफुल स्ट्राइक रेट है कितना. तो दोनों का इससे पहले जो हम देख रहे थे और इनका भी 50 से ऊपर है तो आपको सफल माना जाता है. सो वी आर ऑल ग्लूड, वी आर ऑल सेट, Suhail and I, right here for this very crucial encounter.
So the battle lines are drawn, all set for this encounter.
जी हाँ, तैयार हो जाइए, पेटी बांध लीजिए और अब उड़ान भरने वाली है. इनफैक्ट अगर हम जिक्र कर रहे हैं यहाँ पर तो रेड करने वही आए जिसका सोहेल आप जिक्र कर रहे थे. मीतू राइट रेडर हैं और लेफ्ट कॉर्नर से इनका पहला बैटल माना जाता है, मगर वो तितर बितर करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं. फिलहाल देख रहे हैं, ही इज एनालाइजिंग हु इज वेयर. जस्ट अ लिटिल हेलो टू एवरीवन. बोनस की कोशिश क्या मिला कि नहीं. आपकी आंखें हमेशा पहनी रही हैं इस बात.
I think he's missed out maybe this time, but he's a fine raider. Meetu. Oh, he got it. Paddy, you were right. Bang on.
Sankit Kumar comes into raid and this is going to be a very important raid. The first one, mind you, oh, there he goes. He carries him down. Oh, did the dangling hand do the trick? क्या उन्होंने जो हाथ एक्सटेंड किया था सफल हुए कि नहीं? जी नहीं. डिफेंस को पॉइंट.
Defense is up to the challenge this time. Great ankle hold, then the dash coming in from the right cover as well.
कबड्डी के खेल में आपको हमेशा टाइमिंग आपकी सतर्क होनी बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी हो जाती है. राइट रेडर थे, देखिए बोनस लेने का प्रयास कहां पे किया था. हाँ, लेफ्ट इन ओ ड्रैग करके. आपको ये मालूम होना चाहिए कब टैकल करना है, कहां करना है. इजी पॉइंट गिफ्टेड.
Also, who to tackle? Meetu is not the man you want to put a tackle on. We talked about how the Bhaini School are the favorites, and they've already started in great fashion. Powers his way through midline.
जी हाँ, और लगातार आप देखेंगे मीतू उनके लिए ओ रनिंग हैंड टच लॉबी में चले गए. इसका मतलब वो बिल्कुल सही है. नंबर 6 को उन्होंने बेंच पर भेजा. सचिन बेंच पर.
Back into raid. And he is an important element in this match. Very, very strong raider. And when you see the build itself, Paddy, you know he's one of those rising stars, all under the age of 21 in this tournament. Bright future for them.
Absolutely, and sometimes the body language tells the story. आप देख के बता सकते हैं कि कौन कितना कॉन्फिडेंस है. और हमेशा कपिल देव ने मुझे एक बात कही थी कि अगर आप कॉन्फिडेंट नहीं भी हैं तो बॉडी लैंग्वेज से आपको लगना चाहिए that you are there. Tries the dupki, reminded me of Pradeep Narwal, but he has been taken on the mat. As I always say, flat on the mat.
Flat on the mat. I've missed it, Paddy. Good to see you back here as well. Good to see them finally pick up some steam as well. Looking for it, but nothing on offer with these guys.
इस रेडर को उन्हें धर दबोचना था और ये पॉइंट डिफेंस ने कमा लिया, यानी कि खोखर कबड्डी एकेडमी ने पहली दफा डिफेंस से यहां पर पॉइंट कमाया है एंड दिस इज गोइंग टू बी अ वेरी क्रूशियल मोमेंट फॉर देम, क्योंकि अब तक उनका डिफेंस काम नहीं कर रहा था. ब्रिलियंट, एब्सोल्युटली. आप उसे कहते हैं कि डबल एंकल होल्ड कह लीजिए, डबल थाई होल्ड कह लीजिए, थाई से शुरू किया था, एंकल पर खत्म किया. ब्रिलियंट डिफेंस है, ये आप देखना चाहेंगे.
Excellent work so far in this match. Good to see Khokhar Academy putting up a fight early.
मीतू, जी हाँ, एक बार को हमें लगा था कि शायद सुपर रेड भी हो जाए, लॉबीज का बढ़िया इस्तेमाल, बट डिफेंस इसे हम कहते हैं कि डैश किस तरीके से किया जाता है. क्या उन्होंने वहां पर चैलेंज किया है, किक का इस्तेमाल किया था, राइट कवर आए थे और मिला जुला अच्छा एफर्ट.
Good to see. Really, really good to see. Now they're deliberating. I hope this goes, Paddy, to the defense. Someone like Mitu, he's picked up a truckload of points, but always nice to see the defense come alive. Yep, the point stays with the defense. Very good tackle.
जी हाँ, लगातार डिफेंस ने 2 बार सराहनीय काम किया है. पिछला भी सक्सेसफुल था और मैं हैरान था मीतू को क्यों नहीं वो रेट डालनी चाहिए थी सोहेल, क्योंकि कई दफा आप एक मोमेंटम में होते हैं. मोमेंटम इज नॉट जस्ट मास इनटू वेलोसिटी. मोमेंटम सबसे जरूरी चीज है खेल में.
Yeah, absolutely. Momentum is what carries you forward. And hopefully that momentum will carry these young men into the Pro Kabaddi League and bigger leagues as well. Got Padamji Charawat alongside myself, Suhail Chandok here, and the Baini School leading by just 2. They are the favorites. And there was an upset yesterday. The Baini School actually lost to the Parveen and Jasveer Academy. And it's good to see the contest come alive. Khokhar Academy, obviously very, very well known. Khokhar Sahab. And to see some of the players come through from that academy, really good.
जी हाँ, द्रोणाचार्य अवार्डी भी हैं और बड़ी इज्जत है उनकी पूरी कबड्डी सर्कल में. और वो इज्जत सोहेल आप डिमांड नहीं कर सकते, हमेशा आप कमांड कर सकते हैं उसको. कमांड किया उन्होंने वो रिस्पेक्ट.
Absolutely. And I think that's what he gets from the boys as well. Very dedicated boys. And I think the way that his boys have really come alive in this tournament, they will grow with every opportunity, with every match. It'll only get better. But Baini School, wow, they've got some talent.
जी हाँ, और टैलेंट सिर्फ वहां पर नहीं है, जैसे कि आपने कहा कि कल हमें एक अपसेट भी देखने में मिला था. और 2 पॉइंट की लीड कभी भी बड़ी लीड नहीं मानी जाती. हम तो प्रो कबड्डी में 10 पॉइंट की लीड को बड़ी लीड नहीं मानते, क्योंकि आखिरी 3 मिनटों में हमने पासा पलटते देखा है.
Absolutely, Paddy. You hit the nail on the head. Earlier today, actually, there was a lead of 10 points for the opposition, NK, and the PNJ Academy came back so swiftly. It was brilliantly done. Baini School, meanwhile, it is Mohit Goyat, the raider. Mohit is actually a good all-rounder as well. He's the second raider in that team to support Mitu, and he does a great job.
And another Mohit comes, this time from the opponent side. He too is an all-rounder, so we've got a lot of potential. One match matching up the other. One Mohit that comes to my mind straight away. You, Mumba, right? Oh, we'll come to that later. He's been dashed away, has he?
You talked about the right corner, Mohit Chiller, and a right corner came in with a heavy dash. Just a little late on it, but excellent raid from Mohit. Uses the lobbies to good effect.
देखिए कैसे entice किया उन्होंने, and because he was so close to the midline, it was not a very wise move at all. And there they come in a bunch. They've had him. That is how you work like a team. Alone you can do so little, together you can do so much.
Good to see this from the Khokhar Academy. Excellent work in defense. They're coming together nicely. Khokhar Sahab must have had a few words with this team because they are defending like one unit.
जी हाँ, और आपको याद होगा सुरेंद्र, मोहित सब उनके अंडर खेले हैं. उनकी टीम में भी, हरियाणा की टीम में भी रहे. काफी उन्होंने लंबा सफर तय किया. मुंबई से शुरू हुए थे, बैंगलोर गए, उसके बाद फिर अब जाकर हरियाणा स्टीलर्स.
Absolutely. And we are in Haryana right here, live and exclusive on Fan Code. This is a Pool A clash. Baini School, top of the table at the moment, up against the Khokhar Academy. 5 apiece early. And I don't think many expected a fight to come through versus Baini School, who've been the runaway favorites in some sense. But Khokhar Academy, very organized. And Paddy, what an opportunity for these young men. A platform like Fan Code, showcasing their skills to the world, to scouts of professional teams as well, who could be picking these players up.
Absolutely. And so all that the organizers and legends can give you as an opportunity, it's up to these youngsters now to cash on it, as they did in Pro Kabaddi. I mean, a brilliant performance. The brilliant thing about modern era and sporting activity is that it does not go unrecognized and unrewarded.
Absolutely. And I think that's the good thing. I think it's impressive to have a platform, but they use it as well. And I think each of these teams and each of these players will want to use this opportunity. There's plenty of scouts watching. I've been talking to a lot of the teams, and they've been saying we're watching these youngsters with eagle eyes, and they've already been taking their notes as well to see who they can draft into the big leagues. So a wonderful opportunity for these players, and this man has already taken it with open arms. Meetu, the runaway highest point scorer as a Raider so far in this tournament.
Yeah, and he's a good raider because he's very alive, agile. He's got a good mindset as well, got a good kick as well. It's not just the kick. After the kick, are you well balanced as well? How quickly can you come back on both your feet, and are you balanced? He tries for a bonus there. Is it a toe touch that it attempts? Nothing so far.
Not given the bonus. Still just the lead of 1. And remember, we had our K7 qualifiers in March in Haryana, and that also for just the under 21 players. The best 10 teams from those qualifiers of 16 have a right major, and 6 of these teams will qualify for the grand finale at the end of the year. 59 matches over the next couple of weeks, and you'll see plenty of that. Plenty of action from the defense as well.
Yeah, sticks in a bundle are unbreakable. That's exactly what you would like to. One initiates, corner initiates, it becomes the responsibility of the chain. Look, that is what we call excellent block. Excellent block. I got reminded of Jiva, Manjeet Chilla, many legends. Oh, flying!
Wow.
He was flying, wasn't he? Oh, he came like air, went like a wind.
He was amazing. That's the athleticism we want to see from these young men.
Number 7 now, Mohit comes in. Another all-rounder, somebody you bank a whole lot more on. And because it's always a delight and always a privilege when you're raiding against, and luxury because raiding against 7. I mean, the bonus is there. He is there. Yes, he is. Excellent raiding.
Do we have a super raid? Do we have a super raid? Wow, how good is that? Mohit, where have you been hiding? At the Khokar Academy? These are diamonds in the rough. Look at the technique. Look at the power through the lobbies as well. Gets through the midline. What a raid from Mohit. And Khokar Academy will leap into the lead once that scoreline gets updated. And again, pressure on Meetu.
And the beauty of this contest has been that the difference between the two teams has never been more than 2 points at any given stage of the game so far. So that tells you the enticement is there, the intrigue is there, the suspense is there. And that's exactly what sport of Kabaddi is always laden about.
Absolutely. And already into the almost second half of this first 20 minutes. And what a contest it's been. KG affair gone through very quickly. And what we have to talk about, Paddy, is also under 21. At that age, you're looking to shine. You're looking to grow with every opportunity. And we're here. You can see the name of that academy here. With that is the home in Gurugram, Future Fighters Kabaddi Academy. It will ring a bell because there's a certain Captain Cool that is grooming the next set of stars here and is graciously hosting this tournament live on FanCode. And we come to you on Kabaddi Adda as well with all the highlights and news and data and match statistics coming through from there as well. But there's such an array of talent in Haryana.
जी हाँ, और आपने अनूप कुमार का जिक्र किया, वहां से एक बात और जहन से साफ हो जाती है, वो ये कि ये खेल सिर्फ फिजिकली नहीं खेला जाता, मतलब आप चुस्तीले फुर्तीले ताकतवर हो, बिल्कुल होना चाहिए आपको, लेकिन ये दिमाग में भी खेला जाता है. ऐसा नहीं है कि अनूप कुमार ने कभी टेंशन ना झेली होगा, उन्होंने सबसे टेंशन झेली है, मगर उस टेंशन को आप अपनी बॉडी लैंग्वेज में नहीं दिखाते हैं. आप अपनी टीम को होप डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करते हैं और कहते हैं कि चिंता न कीजिए, अगर दिक्कतें आएंगी तो मैं वहां पर हूं फिलहाल. ओ जी हाँ, ये टैकल बिल्कुल गलत था, आपको ये एफर्ट नहीं करना चाहिए था आशीष.
He's such a strong man, Meetu. He just powers his way through the lower body. He's got that strength. He's got the build. Really sets the tone for himself to go forward. And I know that come the auction, perhaps for the Pro Kabaddi League, there will be a lot of eyes on a young man like Meetu.
And the beauty has been about Pro Kabaddi as well. Each season we see such gems getting unearthed. And वो नए से नगीने हमें देखने मिलते हैं.
Absolutely. And I think that's where the opportunity lies. It has changed completely the standard of Kabaddi in the country. It's given young men the desire to be professional Kabaddi players. 1 versus 6. Bonus line still active. Beni School raiding at the moment in blue. Khokar Academy in yellow. And we've got to say that Meetu is up against it. Oh, he gets it. He finds the midline. Did it come from within the court? I think it does. Super raid to Super Meetu.
And the error actually started by Priyank right there. When he left the chain, I mean, he needed to present the entire body in front of him. Because otherwise, the Raider, when he's charging back, barging back, he's always heading back, using the lobbies to great effect. और मुकाबले में हमें देखने में मिली पहली सुपर रेड और हम बिल्कुल कंप्लेंट नहीं करेंगे.
Superb. Absolutely superb. Mohit comes back in. He's a good all-rounder, but he's been their lead raider as well. He's such a strong raider for this team. And we didn't see too much of him before today. And we should see a lot more of him. I think that's another super raid. We could have back-to-back super raids here. That is just outstanding for Khokar Academy.
This moment is so very well played. Might not be a super raid, it's just 2 points, but we are not complaining. Why? Because look at the agility, and after that, look at that force when he turns back. He carries all those two, and the one who is actually trying to pull him back with the feet also drags him down to his own half. Now the lead is 5 points. Suddenly they're getting better.
Yeah, we should see it swing a little bit here because Khokar Academy are claiming 3. They've been given 2, so it's a 3-point game and a warning for the coach. You can understand the angst here because there's so much riding on it. There's a place in the K7 finale at the end of the year, which then gives you more opportunities to be seen by the big boys. There's also more prize money on offer. And remember, we are here live on FanCode, which is a huge platform for these youngsters as well. It's a platform that they've never had before at the academy level. You know, we talk about the NBA in basketball in America, Paddy, and there's the NCAA. And what you're seeing here is the NCAA of Kabaddi because the academies is the heartland of Kabaddi.
And let me tell you, Sohail, the production quality is absolutely brilliant. When you asked me to be here, I thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Brilliant. मतलब देख के लग ही नहीं रहा कहीं से कोई भी चीज. Oh ho! He has been dashed.
You're very welcome at any stage, Paddy, and I'm glad that you are here with us. I think there's so much fun to be had whenever we're in the com box together, and it's always fun to call the shots when you see good kabaddi as well and familiar faces amongst the referees too.
जी हाँ, और वही गलती अब वो देखिए कितनी खूबसूरती वहां पर लेफ्ट कॉर्नर की कि बिल्कुल उनको अंत तक धकेला और वो एक संदेशा होता है, इशारा होता है आपको राइट कवर के लिए, राइट कॉर्नर के लिए कि आके आप सपोर्ट कीजिए, डैश कीजिए, ब्लॉक कीजिए, जो भी करना है. एक पॉइंट दोनों टीम्स को, क्योंकि डिफेंड करते करते एक डिफेंडर भी बाहर चला गया.
13-10, 13-11 now, or rather 14-11. We'll keep that scoreboard ticking over for you. Khokar Academy in yellow, Bheni School with their lead raider Mitu. Hope you guys have all picked him in your fantasy teams because he's picked up a whole heap of points. A lot of messages coming in from the Dream 11 fans saying they've enjoyed this and they've enjoyed having Kabaddi back. And I know the players have missed it as well. You know, earning a living from sport is never easy. You have a shelf life as well. And for these kids, it's just starting for them in their careers.
Absolutely, and the world is in pandemic at the moment, and these are brilliant moments. These are moments that give us joy. और कबड्डी एक ऐसा खेल है जो हमारे दिल में उतर चुका है. हमें मालूम है हमारा अपना खेल है. ओ ब्रिलियंट. और देखिए बाकी डिफेंस ने कितना अच्छा काम किया. उन्होंने तो डैश किया ही, बाकी ने आगे उनकी दोनों टांगे पकड़ी कि आप बाहर मत चले जाना वरना एक अंक चला जाएगा.
That is called true teamwork. Look at this effort. Watch the defender leave his mark, comes in perfectly, and that is a wonderful tackle. Left corner Rahul doing the job.
यहाँ और अब सबकी निगाहें मोहित पर हैं. मोहित क्या कर गुजरेंगे यहाँ पर, उनके पास लग्जरी नहीं है बोनस लेने की. वो तभी एक्टिव होती है जब आपके पास कम से कम 6 डिफेंडर्स मैप पे हो. किक काटे हैं, ब्लॉक काटे हैं, मगर नहीं, वो कहेंगे कुछ भी सामने आ जाएगा, मैं धर दबोचूंगा. He carries him back to his own half.
What a game this is turning out to be, Paddy. 5.5 minutes to go in this first 20 minutes, and already a stellar contest. No one expected the Khokar Academy to put up a strong fight, really, to the Bheni School, but I'm wonderfully surprised, and it is a great effort so far. 1 point lead.
And as you and I have been believing and talking about for the past 7-8 years, nothing can rival the mystery of this sport. I mean, it can change quickly, it can surprise you, it can stun you. And the moment you have a lead, don't sit on it because it's going to change very quickly. And if Bheni School are thinking they are in the lead, yes, they are, but that's all about it. It can change very quickly. Khokar Academy, yes, well done.
Yeah, brilliant. Really, really brilliant. And you can see the body language as well. They look at ease. You can see the arm of number 8 around the shoulder of his teammate Priyank, Ashish Kumar and Priyank. They form a good combination, the right cover and right corner. And really nice to see the body language just release because they've been able to stop this man, Mitu. And no one else in the tournament has really been able to do that successfully.
There he comes yet again. I mean, look, what the left corner was doing was teasing, but he's unperturbed. He's undisturbed. He says, no problem. You keep doing what you're doing. I know what I'm here for. He is, you know what? There, well done. Now, this is brilliant. This is overconfidence from the Raider, and this is mighty, mighty good from that left corner and the chain.
The quality, Paddy, it astounds me. The quality of kabaddi we're seeing from young 19, 20-year-olds in Haryana is unbelievable. The left corner, Rahul leaves his mark, and then the rest of the defense responds. The quality of kabaddi, outstanding, isn't it?
Superb, absolutely brilliant. And now there's a super tackle opportunity. This is something that we like so much more, because from the defense, there's only one moment when you can pick 2 points, and this is it. There, he tries it. They've got it. Yes, they have it. Boy, oh boy, super tackle. He still has life left in him. He still has life left in him. He has done the unthinkable. He has taken it to unimaginable heights. Boy, oh boy, isn't that the best moment of the game so far?
That is the most outstanding raid so far. Mohit, we've talked about him. Look at that. We thought he was done and dusted there. He had belief, and belief took him over that midline. Incredible from Mohit. 2 for that raid, 2 for the all-out, a 4-point raid, and suddenly, look at the scoreline. Khokar Academy in the lead.
Oh, the greatest weapon on earth is the human soul on fire. And wasn't he on fire? We in the commentary box, we called it a super tackle, and we had to eat our words. Oh, I would like to see that again, actually. So many more times.
I'm telling you what, Paddy, we've got a new star on the rise in Mohit. The all-rounder for the Khokar Kabaddi Academy.
Mohit.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. This is why we've got Mr. Padamveer Sherawat in the com box with me. It is a pleasure. And Paddy, what a game. What pleasure we're deriving from this match. They've been able to stop Meetu. They've got the all-out against the Bheni school, who are league toppers. And it's a long league. There's still 59 matches in total. Ends on the 8th of August. But if this is the level of competition, Kabaddi is in a very healthy space in India.
I must congratulate the organizers. I mean, this is brilliant initiative. I mean, because you're serving the sport. You are taking it to places. People cannot come onto the venues, but you're taking it to their apps, to their homes. Right there. Well done. Solid ankle hold. And that is a tight grip.
Yeah, completely agree, Paddy. This is going live and exclusive on Fan Code, tournament organized by Kabaddi Adda. And you can head across to kabaddiadda.com for all the coverage as well, the stats, the player stats, to understand a bit more about these guys, where they're from, and the quality on display, the athleticism. I mean, look at the way he's plugged his ankle out of that ankle hole there. Incredible from Meetu.
Yeah, उससे मुझे सनी देओल का वो याद आ गया फिल्म में, वो ऐसे टांग उठाई जैसे हैंडपंप बुखार दिया फ्रॉम आपने पता नहीं देखी नहीं फिल्म कदर से वो डायलॉग था.
I love it, Paddy, and must be good for you to see the boys from your local towns and cities as well in Haryana coming good so nicely.
या सोहेल, आप देखें कि ये खेल जब शुरू हुआ था, रनिंग हैंड टच बहुत ही बढ़िया और पॉइंट उन्होंने वहां पर कमा लिया. खेल शुरू हुआ था मिट्टी से मैट तक का जो सफर है वो इतना सराहनीय रहा है, क्योंकि ये खिलाड़ी जो कि धूल मिट्टी में कहीं खो गए थे, ये खिलाड़ी आज जब एयरपोर्ट पे जाते हैं तो लाइन लग जाती है. मतलब लोग अपनी टिकट बाद में खरीदते हैं, पहले इनसे सेल्फी खिंचवाते हैं. बोर्ड्स, विनियर्स, होर्डिंग्स कहाँ नहीं है. मतलब लेजेंड्स देखिए प्रो कबड्डी ने कितने दे दिए आपको. अनूप कुमार, मंजीत छिल्लर, राकेश, प्रदीप नरवाल, और ये सितारे, इनमें से कई नगीने आगे आकर प्रो कबड्डी में आपको जरूर दिखेंगे.
Absolutely. We have already seen many of these young kids playing the junior nationals, and that is the breeding ground as well for the next stage. And it's great to see tournaments like this come up, supporting the kabaddi ecosystem, giving back to the community. And that's what you want to see, the sport of kabaddi grow. And when the sport of kabaddi grows, it goes across the country, it goes international. The hope is obviously that kabaddi becomes an Olympic sport. And who knows, that dream could one day come alive. Vicious kick attempted.
Oh, it reminds me of one player who used to play for Remember.
Yep, there's a couple of them in there. Superb. And also the Jasveer Singh Scorpion.
Oh, brilliant. You know what? And it's not just that. It's such a difficult skill to have. Difficult skill to possess, because you need to have your front towards the midline, you need to have your back towards the defender, you need to take it to a height.
And you also have to watch out for that back hold coming in as well.
Siddharth Desai was the player I was talking about.
Yeah, he was incredible to watch as well. Sankit Kumar comes into raid. Haven't seen too much of him. He's a right in and used as the third raider in this team, Khokar Academy. You've got Mandeep, who is the supporting raider for Mohit. Mohit has been special. Heading into the final minute, of this first half. And what a half of kabaddi it's been.
ये खूबसूरती थी इस खेल की, पता नहीं चलता पिछले 19 मिनट कब बीत गया, ऐसे लगा 2 मिनट पहले आप और मैं बात करनी शुरू हमने की थी। 18 वेनी स्कूल खोकर एकेडमी, 1 अंक उनका ज्यादा है। ओ हो वो अंक चला गया, यानी कि स्कोर अब हो गया है बराबरी पर। एंड दिस इज व्हाट वी लव मोस्ट अबाउट दिस स्पोर्ट, can change any moment, it gives you so many more chances. I mean, brilliant, so many turns, twists, और रोमांच की तो आप बात करते हैं तो क्या कहने। नंबर 7 जर्सी मोहित आए हैं, ऑलराउंडर हैं और आसानी से अंक कमा लिया। और हमेशा अच्छा रहता है किसी भी रेडर के लिए जब सरेंडर्स होते हैं, आपके विकल्प ज्यादा होते हैं, आप टो टच कर सकते हैं, आप बोनस का अटेम्प्ट कर सकते हैं, आप रनिंग हैंड टच कर सकते हैं। ये जो स्किल्स सारे इस खेल में है, और टॉप क्लास रेडर ने एक बार फिर से आप लुत्फ उठाइए किस तरीके से उन्होंने वो अंक कमाया विद मिनिमम ऑफ एफर्ट।
Again gets it. Mohit, just too good. Really nice to see replays like that because it gives you an indication of the quality from the left corner as well, who's looking for an opportunity, but more from Mohit.
Yeah.
And suddenly the lead back with Khokhar Academy. It's swinging like a pendulum.
It is, and that's the beauty of it. Mitu scores a point, and from here, Mohit picks up a point, and seesaw battle, and that's exactly what's keeping both of us on the edge of our seats, as we've always been.
And keeping those kids at the edge of their seats as well. That is the end of the first half, and what a first half we've had. Serious entertainment on offer. Bheni School on 19, league toppers so far in Pool A. Khokhar Academy is taking the fight to them. 20 points for them.
जी हाँ, और सिर्फ 1 अंक का फासला है, और वो कई दफा ये बदलेगा, इधर भी चलेगा, उधर भी चलेगा, ऊपर भी होगा, नीचे भी होगा। मगर यही खेल आपको सिखाता है कि जब आप जीत रहे हो, जब आप, तो उसको आप मस्तिष्क में मत जाने दीजिए, और जब आप पीछे हो रहे हो तो दिल पे मत लगने दीजिए। अपने आप को संभाले रखिए। बैलेंस इज द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट इंग्रेडिएंट फॉर अ स्पोर्ट्समैन।
It is, and there's plenty of balance in this game. 19-20, 6 or 8 points to 5, 4 to 2 tackle points, 1 all out for the Khokhar Academy. Ignore that graphic, please. And we will make sure that there is going to be a seriously good contest as well, because what they've done, Khokhar Kabaddi Academy, is arrive with some serious impetus. They want to perform on the big stage. And Paddy, from this tournament, we've got 2 pools of 5 teams, 10 teams in total. 3 from each go through to the Super 6. Then you have a playoff and a semi-final and final. So really nice to see that they're really pushing hard to make it into the Super 6 and then into the playoffs.
First of all, Sohail, I'd like to congratulate Kabaddi Adda. I mean, this is a brilliant initiative. I mean, this is a sport which I'm not sure there's any Indian who's not enjoyed or played it when you were a kid. और इसको खेलने के लिए आप में हमेशा 2 लाइनें मेरी, अगर आप इजाजत देंगे, ना साज ना सामान चाहिए, ना खुला मैदान चाहिए, 4 लाइन खींच के बस थोड़ा एटीट्यूड चाहिए। You can play it in Sohail's bungalow, you can play it in my 2-room apartment as well. आप कहीं भी, you can play it anywhere. You don't require a huge stadium for it. Just 4 lines, draw 4 lines, mid-line, and then start playing.
Yep, that's where all of us started playing. And as you said, from there, the sport has arrived on the mat. You've got the lights, you've got the swag, you've got these kids in the swanky new jerseys. And it's a wonderful occasion. The Khokhar Kabaddi Academy coach having a few words with his boys. We saw him animated. He picked up a green card because he was so passionate for his boys to come through as well. And that's what you want. You want the coaches to be involved, get involved also.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. It tells you how passionate they are about the sport. It's not just a game for them. It's not just a league game. They want to win it. And till the time you don't want to win it, please don't play the sport. If it does not hurt you when you've lost, then please don't play. Just go and do something else.
Yeah, absolutely. It's an important one as well, because there's prize money on offer. When these kids from the academies, they don't get prize money. They've been given daily fees to even turn up and play as well, to take care of them through the course of the tournament. And this man is taking care of his team. 2 rate points, Mandeep. He's been supported, obviously, by the lead raider, Mohit, for the Khokhar Kabaddi Academy as well. And it's a great sight to see Kabaddi alive and kicking yet again, to see it come through from the academies and just see Kabaddi back on our screens after a long time.
जी हाँ, और आपने पैसा मिल रहा खिलाड़ियों को, उसका जिक्र किया, ये बहुत जरूरी है सोहेल। मैं तो पैसा देके खेलूं इस खेल को, मैं तो कहूंगा मैं पैसा दे रहा हूं, मुझे खिला लीजिए, क्योंकि आपको यहाँ मंच मिल रहा है, आपको प्लेटफॉर्म मिल रहा है, लोग आपको देख रहे हैं, और जब आप जो दिखता है वही बिकता है। That you are seen very soon you'll be rewarded as well. And it does not take ages these days. All you require is one solid performance. Somebody notices you. Pardeep Narwal was picked from a local tournament in Haryana.
Exactly. Absolutely right. And this is just like that. We've got some serious talent on offer.
For sure, for whatever kabaddi that we've seen so far, Sohail. I mean, I'm absolutely not that I'm surprised, but I'm so delighted to see that something like this is happening, and that league, as you said, it's going to go on. It's not like a 10-day, 15-day league, और वही इसका रोमांच है. तो रोज तो मैं आपको तंग करने वाला हूं. मैं आपसे रिक्वेस्ट भी कर रहा हूं, प्लीज मुझे बुला लिया ना.
100%. You have an open invitation, Paddy, and we enjoy calling games together. It's not work for us. We love it. We enjoy it.
और ये आप और मैं नहीं कहते, ये लोग कहते हैं हमारे लोग. वो अच्छी बात.
Exactly. And we're just getting started. The K7 Stage Up tournament is here in Haryana. It intends to go across the country to states like Tamil Nadu, Telangana, also go to places like Maharashtra, and where they've got players coming through from Pune and Bombay as well. But the talent so far we've seen in Haryana as well. Great job by the organizers to vet the academies, to go to the academies, work with the coaches to find the best talent in Haryana too, and bring that talent together, because the qualifiers had 16 teams. The stage up now has 10 teams, and then they head into the grand finale at the end of the year.
मोहित ऑलराउंडर, और अभी आप जिक्र कर रहे थे इस बात का कि खेल हरियाणा में इतना प्रचलित क्यों है. वो इस वजह से सोहेल कि जब आप बड़े खिलाड़ियों को अपने साथ खेलते देखते हैं, यही खिलाड़ी जब प्रदीप नरवाल, अनूप कुमार, राकेश कुमार, मंजीत छिल्लर, इन सब के साथ खेलते हैं तो कहते हैं अरे भाई साहब के साथ तो हम खेलते हैं, जब भाई साहब कर सकते तो हम क्यों नहीं कर सकते. टिल द टाइम कपिल देव डिड नॉट प्ले फॉर द कंट्री एंड इंडिया डिड नॉट विन द वर्ल्ड कप. देयर वर नॉट टू मेनी, nobody had played for India before that. उसके बाद लाइन लग गई. तो ये खेल फिर क्या करता है, आपको विश्वास देता है, वो विश्वास औरों में बढ़ता है.
What is in the water, Paddy, in Haryana? Because it just churns out athletes. You look at the Olympics now that are going on, and there are so many athletes from Haryana.
बहुत अच्छा सवाल आपने पूछा सोहेल. आप किसी भी सरकारी स्कूल में चले जाइए, वहां पर क्या होगा कि कई दफा मस्ती के लिए लोग कई बार कुश्ती और कबड्डी खेलते हैं, प्रोफेशनली नहीं खेलते हैं. जैसे हमारे स्कूल में कई बार स्पोर्ट्स पीरियड में हम क्रिकेट खेलते थे. यहाँ सरकारी स्कूलों में ऐसा नहीं है, वहां कबड्डी खेलते हैं, वहां कुश्ती करते हैं. So they love the sport so much, so they pick it up from a very young age.
Yeah, and that's what we're saying. These guys are all 18, 19, 17 years old, at times 20 years old, all under the age of 21. And look at that talent. Look at that talent. Leaves his mark on cue, Monu, from the right corner in blue for the Bhaini school. And as soon as he gets in for that block from the front, he's got the support.
And that support came from all corners. Everybody pounced. Everybody wanted a piece of him. Now 1 versus 5 at the moment, which clearly means that the bonus is not active. Tries a kick. Oh, just saved himself from going to the lobby. और ये बहुत जरूरी है as well, क्योंकि बिना टच के आप वो जो पिंक जिनको आप ट्रैम लाइन्स हमेशा कहते हैं, वहां नहीं जा सकते. टच करने के बाद आप उनका इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं.
Great defending as well, Paddy. As you said, he just avoided the tram lines, the lobbies, and then the defense in the middle to not give Meetu points is a huge thing. Let him go away with empty raids. That's a success for the defense.
Yeah, और ये सिर्फ जंग एक खिलाड़ी और दूसरे खिलाड़ी के बीच में नहीं, ये एक दिमाग और दूसरे दिमाग के बीच है. आपको चेस प्लेयर की तरह आपको कैलकुलेट करके चलना पड़ता है. बेंच पर कोच कर रहे हैं, यहाँ पर कप्तान कर रहे हैं. कप्तान अगर नहीं मौजूद है तो उनके बाद जो सेकंड सबसे सीनियर मोस्ट खिलाड़ी वो कर रहे होते हैं. तो ये जंग है, जारी रहती है. और आपने एक लम्हा अगर चूक कर दी तो आप भुगतान करें.
Yeah, absolutely. Paddy, I have to ask you one thing. As we see a huge tackle, wow. I've got to say the athleticism of the Raider was brilliant. But just like that, the defender went up with the Raider as well. And that was Ashish Kumar in the right cover region, who went up with the Raider, stopped him in his tracks, and he had the support from Shivam too.
Yeah, it was nice to see. I thought of a Pawan Sharawat one, but he was heading in the wrong direction all the time. Even if he had got no one successful to it, he was heading into the commentary box.
Yeah, Priyank on the right corner was brilliant. Paddy, you talked about, what's the secret behind Haryana churning out kabaddi players, but I have to ask you another question. How surprised are you with the level of kabaddi you're seeing?
I mean, I'm 100% surprised. When you called me, I thought it just might be another of those games. One, when I see the quality of production, now this is absolutely brilliant. This is something that I had not imagined, and I'm being damn honest with you. Two, when I see the quality, obviously I know that Haryana, you'll find 10 more Pardeep Narwals in the next 5 years. I'm sure about it, because ये कबड्डी का गढ़ है. But what I'm seeing today is not just the physical ability, Suhail, the fact that they are thinking, both the teams, and there's a plan going on. It's a contest happening, and you can see the contest in the score line as well. दोनों टीम के बीच का फासला अभी क्या है? सिर्फ 1 point. तो मैं हतप्रभु हैरान हूं और थैंक यू सो मच कि आपने मुझे बुलाया. आई गिव 100 out of 100 to Kabaddi Adda for doing.
Paddy, thank you for joining us. I think the pleasure is all ours to have passionate people who want to give back to the sport. Like you and myself, we are sportsmen ourselves. We want to see youngsters like this grow and make careers for themselves in sport. And there's nothing more joyous than seeing them receive, an offer from a big team to receive prize money and receive tackles like that. That is just a mad backhold. That is just ridiculous from the left corner. Rahul, wow.
Not that he was very successful in the first attempt, but actually the real power there. Now watch out, watch out. There he goes. Now this was not good enough. The second attempt, and he pulls him back with the body force, and he was lying flat on the ground there himself. Where do you derive all that force from?
And it's up against Mitu, who's not a small raider either. He got the support from the right cover, Ashish, but it was all Rahul who pulled that tackle off. And look at that scoreline. Again, just a 2-point difference. Khokar Academy holding on to the lead. And there's a confidence suddenly, Paddy, with the Khokar Academy boys. I think Khokar Saab must have had a few words with these boys overnight.
और अच्छा कोच वही होता है जिन्हें ये मालूम होता है कि कब कहना है और क्या कहना है. कई दफा कुछ भी नहीं कहते हैं. जैसे वीरेंद्र सहवाग क्रिकेट खेलते थे तो कोच उनको क्या कहेंगे, तो कोच कहते थे प्लीज वैसे ही खेलिए. तो ऐसे आजकल हर कोच को सिर्फ कोच नहीं होना पड़ता सुहेल, आपको मैनेजर भी अच्छा होना पड़ता है. आपको सबके मूड्स का पता है. कोई पीछे से थप्पड़ से मानेगा, कोई प्यार से मानेगा. तो खोकर साहब जब आप इतनी रिस्पेक्ट कमा चुके होते हैं तो नॉर्मली आपको चीजों का आंकलन करना बड़ा आसान हो जाता है. ही इज अ ब्रिलियंट कोच, वी नो अबाउट इट. और ये मुकाबला मेरा दिल है थोड़ा उनकी तरफ कि खोकर अकेडमी जीते, मगर कमेंट्री में बायस नहीं.
Yeah, it's great to see, coaches like that. Dronacharya awardees, Asian Games gold medalists are here as well. Part of it, we saw Anup Kumar at the inauguration yesterday. We also have Deepak Nivas Hooda, whose academy will feature later in the tournament in Pool B. So plenty of top Kabaddi stars have their teams in this tournament. The Narwal Academy, home to Pardeep Narwal, his academy will be playing in Pool B. So, there's so much talent that is coming through places that have already given us the big names, like the Pawan Sehrawats, like the Pardeep Narwals, like the Deepak Nivas Hoodas. And that's why there's so much hope for the future of Kabaddi.
And when Pardeep Narwal became Pardeep Narwal, the season before that, he'd only put, 25, 26? Yeah. Pawan Sehrawat, the season he became the most valuable player. Before that, only put in 17. Oh, he had come in to put a raid, but he's flat on the man because that defense is absolutely brilliant. You want to see teamwork together? Watch this replay on Sohail's commentary.
Yep, the Baini school. Watch this. Number 4 comes across from that right corner. Excellent work from Monu. And as the raider launches up in the air, he's there to catch him, bring him down hard, and he's got the support of the defense as well. And again, it's just a 1-point lead.
यहाँ से हम बात कर रहे थे किस तरीके से पवन शरावत, जब पवन शरावत बने उससे पिछले सीजन में सिर्फ 17 रेड उन्होंने डाली थी. गुजरात फॉर्च्यून जायंट्स के कोच मनप्रीत थे, उनसे 17 रेड डलवाई. अगले सीजन में वो बेंगलुरु बुल्स गए, वो मोस्ट वैल्यूएबल प्लेयर बन गए. सब कह रहे थे अरे भैया आपके पास थे, आप इनका क्या कर रहे थे. तो ऐसे नगीने, ऐसे हीरे नामे, ये नहीं है कि उनको पता था कि ये हैं. वो तो पिछले सीजन गुमनामी में थे. Pardeep Narwal को तो इस काबिल भी नहीं समझा था कोच ने कि वो गेम खिला दे.
And that was a loss for the Bengaluru Bulls on that time for Pardeep Narwal, but a gain for all of us here to watch these kids. And you see just the youth in their face as well, Paddy. Look at some of these kids here for that squad. You're looking at Aman Dalal on the substitutes bench. He's got a little baby face. These kids are still literally coming out of school. They're still emerging as talents, all under the age of 21.
आपने एक डिफेंडर को नाम दिया था एक बार, बेबी फेस्ड, संदीप ढुल.
संदीप ढुल, बेबी फेस्ड assassin.
लेफ्ट कॉर्नर में, और बड़े घातक उन्होंने काम किए थे. तो ये शक्ल में मत जाइए. They look very innocent, but the moment they step onto this court, they ooze fire. They meet fire with fire, and there comes another raider to put in that raid, and that is Mohit Goyat for all of you.
Yeah, very good raider as well. Yep, there you go, on display. Maybe should have used a bit more of him, Paddy, just to change it around. Mitu was struggling versus this team today, and maybe going to someone like Mohit Goyat could do the job. Gets rid of the right corner, Priyank.
And Priyank is an all-rounder. I'm not too very happy with the fact that your all-rounder should be preserved. Sir. I mean, you should give that position to a specialist one, because he's somebody who will also give you rate points.
Yeah, I agree. Maybe otherwise Priyank wants to put a few raids in because he wants to go further in his career as well. Totally agree with you. Maybe he needs to slot in to the cover, slot in next to one of the corner defenders as well. And plenty of words now for the Kokar Academy boys because they had a slender lead. They pulled it back, had a slender lead of 2, and now it's back to level terms with 13 minutes to go. This game has flown past, and it's a great game.
और जी, और ये खेल आपको एकाग्रता भी सिखाता है, ये खेल आपको ये भी सिखाता है कि आपको अपने ओपोनेंट की, अपने साथी की जीत में उतनी खुशी होनी चाहिए। अगर वो अंक कमा के ला रहे हैं, तो आपको अंक कमाना होगा। अगर लेफ्ट कॉर्नर प्रॉब्लम है, तो राइट कवर, यहाँ पर जर्सी नंबर 6 और 4, राइट कवर और राइट कॉर्नर, उनका काम होगा। वो मुसीबत है, देखिए, ओह माय गॉड, सपोर्ट की हम बात कर रहे थे, ये देखिए।
Combined defense, just as Paddy was saying it. The right corner comes in, puts in a block, and then he gets support from the opposite corner. Number 4, Monu comes in, and then look at number 3 from the other side, Vikash. Left corner, right corner, sandwich.
अरे हाँ, बिल्कुल ठीक है, आपने सैंडविच कर दिया। मगर अच्छी बात ये होती है कि क्रिकेट में अगर बल्लेबाज आउट हो गया तो आप आउट हो गए, आप पूरा बाकियों को रन बनाते हो, आप देखिए बाकियों के लिए ताली बजाइए। यहाँ पर ऐसा नहीं है, यहाँ पर आपको और भी मौके मिलेंगे। तो कबड्डी का खेल 40 मिनट में आपको 50-60 मौके देता है। अगर आप एज ए रेडर कामयाब नहीं है, तो टीम को आप डिफेंस में आप काम कीजिए, तो आप लगातार आप अपनी टीम के लिए कंट्रीब्यूट कर सकते हैं। आई एम हैप्पी टू सी द स्कोर लाइन सोहेल। 12 मिनट्स टू गो, बेनी स्कूल जस्ट एंजॉय दैट स्लेंडर लीड।
Must be something about the day, Paddy, because first game of the day, high scoring thriller, tied game, 48 apiece. Here, 25-24, there's an opportunity for a tied game as well. You should remember this date for Kabaddi because clearly tied games are in the offing.
Yeah, and that's something we love it. And that's the reason why Pro Kabaddi has become what it is. And that's the reason why Kabaddi Adda is becoming so popular, because you're bringing such fabulous encounters right on people's phones, tabs. आपको कहीं जाने की जरूरत ही नहीं है, क्योंकि भाई अब पूरा विश्व घिरा हुआ है कोरोना में, तो आप घर बैठ के एंजॉय कीजिए।
Yeah, and that's why we are thankful to our exclusive partners, our broadcast partners, FanCode, who have been bringing this to you every single day with games on Dream 11 as well, where you can play fantasy kabaddi. We know all of you love that as well. And the talent is on offer for all to see right here in the K7 Stage Up tournament in Haryana. This is the first Stage Up tournament brought to you by FanCode and organized by Kabaddi Adda. And there will be plenty more to come. The K7 finale will be at the end of the year. But with talent like this, from one pocket of the country in Haryana, I cannot wait to see what we can find in Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Telangana, and the rest of the country.
Yeah, and repeat mode is the only success code. Swear and I are saying that on FanCode. So just stay with us, guys. Stay with us with the tournament, because at the end of the day, the deepest principle in human nature is the craving to be appreciated. We like your feedback, your comment. Oh, there. He likes support, but he has taken that super raid. He has cleaned the opponents up, and that's a 5-point massive raid, the biggest of the game so far.
Unbelievable. This is why Meethu is talked about so highly. This is why you'll probably see him playing the big leagues soon. The power, the precision, the awareness, incredible. And suddenly, it's a sizable lead for the Bheni school. But watch out. Here comes Mohit.
Yeah, and watch out. The scoreline is increasing now in favor of Bheni school, and something special has to be done by Kokar Academy. But 10 minutes and under, it's perfectly fine. They have enough time to do it, just that they need to play little smart kabaddi at the moment. He's searching for those points. Mohit is an all-rounder. We know that. Has he picked up one? No.
Do or die raid, and he has to go. Strange raid, really, from Mohit to only rely on a bonus. You can see the few fans in the stadium as well. Very limited allowances for supporters to come in with COVID restrictions and sticking to COVID protocols. But seeing what Mohit did there, it doesn't really help the Kokar Academy because they had the opportunity, Paddy, to come back into it. Mohit was their lead raider.
Yes, and now what they need to do, Sohail, Neetu, as he's doing rightly, he's not taking any chances. आपको 30 सेकंड मिलते हैं, आप 30 सेकंड का भरपूर इस्तेमाल कीजिए, क्योंकि आपके पास लीड है। अब काम अगर करना है तो आपके अपोनेंट्स को करना है। तो यहाँ पर प्रेशर मनदीप पर क्यों है? इसलिए है कि उनको अंक लेने हैं, क्योंकि उनकी एक नजर डिफेंडर्स पर होगी, दूसरी क्लॉक पर होगी, तीसरी स्कोर पर होगी। इसलिए आप धर लिए गए।
And the fourth thing is the defense. They've all pounced as a pack and they have slammed him on the mat. Suddenly, Bheni school, when it matters, are coming alive.
Yeah, and as they always say, focus. If you focus, focus like a laser, not like a flashlight. But I am absolutely loving that ankle hold, because people are watching you.
He's been amazing all night. all day, I should say. The 2 day games, you got 2 night games coming in the evening as well, 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. 4 games every day until the Super Sixes.
और कबड्डी के लिए कभी रात होती भी नहीं सुहेल। आजकल आजकल सूरज की जरूरत है नहीं, आपको चांदनी की जरूरत नहीं है, आप बंद कमरे में लाइट ऑन कीजिए और खेलिए, पूरी प्रो कबड्डी निकल के स्टेडियम के अंदर खेलती है।
That is the beauty of it. We've seen rains across the country at the moment, but the beauty of Kabaddi is that it can go on. 33-24, the scoreline. Bheni School leading by 8 at the moment. Oh, wow. I should say leading by 9, but even better, that lead will drop. That is what we want to see more of. Excellent raid.
And the beauty was the way he used the lobbies after that one. And that is what you do because you know that there was a touch for certain, and you have the license then to use the pink tram lines. It used to be yellow when we used to do it.
Absolutely. And what's great to see also, Paddy, is that the same man who came in, put in a 2-point raid, has now pounced from the left corner. So the left corner defender, Rahul, puts in a 2-point raid, now pounces on the biggest raider in the league so far, Mitu, and slams him down.
जी हाँ, और देखिए मेरी नजर स्कोर पर है। अब दोनों टीम्स के बीच का फर्क सिर्फ रह गया 6 पॉइंट। ये देखिए, the moment the kick goes up, it is a signal for the right wing. Please come into action. If you just delay that by a fraction of a second, you will pay the penalty.
Paddy, we have a game on here. 6-point lead only, 7.25 minutes to go. We have seen leads like this wiped out in no time. And some words of inspiration from the coach of the Khokar Academy.
You know what? Even if he wears 5-6 masks all together at one time, he'll still be audible. He seems to be that passionate to me. And what sport without passion?
Exactly. A few nerves showing on this team, though. A few nerves from the Bheni School. They know that they lost an encounter like this yesterday to the PNJ Academy. And they know that if the Khokar Academy can pick up a couple of points here, it starts to get very, very nervous times.
It does, and I think if they're letting it show on their body language at this particular moment when they are enjoying a lead of 6 points, it's not a good sign because the pressure should be felt by your opponents and not you. You should say, all right, let's do simple things right. Keep doing the basics right. That's it. Don't do something extraordinary.
And all they have to do is look to the man who is hosting this arena, Anup Kumar, how to protect a lead. He was Captain Cool, and he now has the Future Fighters Kabaddi Academy, which is playing host here, live and exclusive on Fan Code, courtesy of Kabaddi Adda. It is right here that we bring you the K7 Kabaddi Stage Up tournament. Will run every day up until the 8th of August, which will be the final, and we'll have our champion of the K7 Kabaddi Stage Up.
Very quickly comes. He did not even ask the captain. He knew that was his duty. Normally we see a pursuit in that form. There was not a pursuit. Yeah, there. Yeah, oh, well done. I think he's picked the points. Yes, he has. Khokar Academy are coming back. And how?
And Paddy, look at who they keep using now. Left corner defender is being used, Rahul, as a raider. We should switch him from being a defender to an all-rounder because we've got 1 2-point raid. I think another 2-point raid to follow. And he is single-handedly bringing Khokar Academy back into this game.
Oh, surely is. Mohit comes into raid and suddenly they can feel the heat, they can feel the pressure. The game that completely belonged to them a short while back when they were enjoying a 9-point lead. Suddenly, it's just 4 points that separate the two teams at the moment. Khokar Academy, good little comeback. 5 minutes and a little over left in the game. मैं बता दूं ये कई दफा बदलने वाला है. ये seesaw battle है, pending, swinging like a pendulum at the moment. 1 versus 2, super tackle opportunity. दोनों को एक होकर प्रहार करना पड़ेगा. If one's in danger, the other one will have to pounce in at the same time. So, tries the kick, hasn't got it. Now, better stay away. It's better not to give a point in the greed of picking up 2.
Yeah, if they can wipe it all out here, wow, it'll be game on. The 5-point lead. And he's a little annoyed with himself because that could have been a 4-point swing. And then we would have had a 1-point lead for Bheni School going into this final 5 minutes. But we are into the final 5. And pressure now on this young man, number 8, Mohit Goyal.
और आपको इनको अंक नहीं देना है क्योंकि अंक देते ही आप एक खिलाड़ी को और वहां पर ले आएंगे. अगर टच पॉइंट आ जाता है तो एक खिलाड़ी जीवित भी होता है. कबड्डी के सबसे ब्यूटीफुल रूल्स का मजा ये है. अब क्योंकि अगर बोनस ले लेते तो बोनस से आप एक्टिव नहीं होते.
And we've seen the difference between 2 and 3 defenders. 2 It's advantage Raider. 3, suddenly the defense starts to think super tackle is on. And
which is on at the moment. Or yeah. Not yet. Does he still have life in him? No, he's not giving up. No, he's not giving up. They're still continuing. The tussle is on. The battle is on. And it's done. Dusted, buried, over.
that took a while to finish up. There was a lot of life left in Priyank, or rather in Rahul, but it wasn't to be in the end. Incredible work. The right corner coming in. Also, unfortunately, given that Rahul was the left corner defender and he's now out, this side, Khokar Academy, are now playing without a real left corner. They've got Mohit, their key raider, who's playing in the left corner position.
और वो दिक्कतें आएंगी चीज की. अब एक चीज और हो गई है, उन्होंने 2 अंक ले लिए, लीड बढ़ा ली और एक खिलाड़ी और आपका आ गया, क्योंकि 2 अंक आपको मिलते हैं और एक खिलाड़ी आपका जीवित होता है. क्विकली उन्होंने रेड लगाई. उन्होंने कहा हम डिफेंस से चीजों को बदलने की कोशिश करेंगे. सिर्फ 2 सेकंड लगाए.
I'm not sure if I sort of agree with that strategy, Paddy. You've got 6 men on court. Picking up a point for a raider is easier. I would have liked to see Mohit actually go in, look for a raid point or 2. Because if they can try and get the all out Khokar Academy, that's the only way they can come back into this contest.
या मैं बिल्कुल सहमत हूं आपसे. और इस दफा क्योंकि डिफेंस से आप एक ही अंक कमा पाएंगे, जब आप रेड करने जाते हैं तो मल्टीपल पॉइंट्स कमा सकते हैं और आपको वो कोशिश अब करनी चाहिए. अभी भी समय है, 3.25 मिनट का समय शेष है और दोनों टीम्स के बीच का फासला अब बढ़कर हो गया है 8 अंक. यानी कि अब प्रेशर एक ही टीम पर है. अगर बेनी स्कूल यहां से हारते हैं तो वो खुद जिम्मेदार होंगे.
And the other thing to note here is that if you win with a difference of more than 5, then you get 4 points on the points table. Win with a score difference of 5 or less, it's 3 points on the points table. So right now, Bheni School are eyeing a win of more than 5 points.
Yeah, oh, brilliant. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. इस डिफेंस की आप जितनी सराहना करना चाहेंगे और कोच वहां पर नाखुश है क्योंकि किक का अटेम्प्ट किया था, सक्सेसफुल नहीं थी. दूसरे अटेम्प्ट के लिए चेन.
Never easy, and suddenly it's advantage to the Bheni School.
Yeah, और रोमांच क्या लौटेगा. Sohail, अब ऐसा लग रहा है कि writing more or less might just be on the wall, because what surprises me are the tactics from Khokar Academy. And I think since the time they put the 2-second raid, they need not have done that. They should have gone for points from the raider.
And now all that Neetu has to do is kill time. They don't mind playing on the do or die raid strategy here. They've seen many games in professional kabaddi. But I like the urgency in this young man's step. Priyank, he is the right corner. He's trying to find a gap, but there's nothing there. Neetu just says, hang on, I'm going to catch hold of you and launch you backwards.
Now, to deal with a deficit such as that, you sometimes try and do things which you normally don't do, and then you pay the price. But you're yourself responsible for being in the state of affairs that you're in. Nobody else to blame. Your tactics have gone wrong.
Yeah, totally. And now suddenly, super tackle opportunity. Khokar Academy, if they have any chance of coming back, need to pull off a super tackle here. 1 versus 3. Raider is a smart one. It is Neetu.
Yes, it might look to be a 10-point lead, it might look to be one-sided, but it wasn't one-sided 3 minutes ago. It was a different story altogether. And I think we've already got so many more moments to speak about, Sohail, irrespective of who wins, who loses.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, crazy to see the scoreline was a difference of 2 points, 1 point. Then we had Khokar Academy in the lead. Then even coming into the final 5 minutes, it was a deficit of just 3. And Khokar Academy actually had the opportunity to pick up an all-out and go into the lead. But instead, they squandered it. And we see it so often, Paddy. When you're so close and you take a few risks, the points start to then run away from you. But very good tackle coming in. Great dash from the left corner. As soon as the left corner came back, Rahul, you can see the difference in the Khokar Academy team. This is the man, Rahul.
Yeah, it can just be too late. I think we should not be wasting time. All that he should be doing is search for multiple points and search there quickly. Try for 2 points, go back, then you'll be dealing with 2 defenders. Try and get 2, suddenly you put in a 4-point raid. So things will change pretty quickly.
Got the touch on the left corner. He's a fine all-rounder, actually, Rahul. It's great to see him come through the way he has. Really fabulous left corner defender. He's turning into a good raider as well. 39-32, the difference in scoreline. And Neetu will kill a bit of time here, but how good a contest has this been? High quality of kabaddi from both these teams. Young players under the age of 21. And already in just this match, I can see about 3 or 4 players that will play a higher level of kabaddi for sure.
Absolutely, no doubt about that. I mean, talk about all rounders. You talk about Rahul, who's impressed us so much. Meet who's impressed us so much. Talk about the defense. Yes, they have. They've taken a timeout.
I like this call because what the coach is saying now is that if you win by a difference of five, more than five, we take an extra point away from this game. You take 4 points away if you win by more than five. So the coach is telling the Baini School boys, our lead now is 7. Let's protect it. And I think that's very, very good work to call a timeout and just tell his boys this, because with 12 seconds left and a lead of 7, most people would have thought, oh, why the hell is he calling a timeout? But the understanding is very good, and that's good to see from a coach. And Paddy, this is a platform, therefore, not just for players. It's a platform to also see the next set of coaches come through. It's an opportunity for coaches to say that, hey, I've got what it takes to coach in Pro Kabaddi as well.
Yeah, and coach's job today is not just sitting and scolding and telling who to rate, who not to rate. They need to be very active all the time. I mean, that one point that you just spoke about can be the difference right at the end, because it's a long lead.
It is. It certainly is. And Khokar Academy looking for that point at the end from Rahul. Rahul was claiming a touch on Meetu in the middle and just misses. He was claiming it. It's not been given though. And that is the end of the game. What a game we have had. Paddy, enjoyed it?
Thoroughly, brother. Thoroughly. I surely would have wanted tactics to be a little better by Khokar Academy in the last 3-4 minutes. But before that, see, it was a seesaw battle. It always kept us hooked. Always we were engaged. Always we were on the edge of the seat, as we always are when you and I have been doing kabaddi for like 8 years now. This game has stopped surprising me. But this game will never stop delighting me.
Yep, and we were certainly delighted by this contest. Another Pool A clash. Remember, we've kept Pool A for the first few days and Pool B for the second because of COVID reasons as well. So separate teams, just the 5 teams at this point, and then the next 5 teams will come in a few days. But what a match we have had. 41-32 in the end. 6 rate points to 5. Those numbers will be adjusted because I think those numbers aren't exactly true. 41-32 though is the final scoreline, and that's what counts. Baini School winning by 9. Absolutely enjoyed bringing this to you live and exclusive on Fan Code, organized by Kabaddi Adda. This is the K7 Kabaddi stage up, and we'll see you at 6 p.m. for match number 3 today, because it's been a fabulous day so far. We had a tied game in the first encounter, a big scoring game in the second. Here we go. Baini School winning by 9 points. We still got Chajuram Kabaddi Academy and NK Kabaddi Academy to play later. NK Kabaddi Academy had the tie earlier, and then Khokar Kabaddi Academy to erase the memory of this loss and come back against the PNJ Kabaddi Academy, who were brilliant in the opening encounter. So 2 outstanding matches to come. Match number 7 and 8 at 6 p.m. and at 8 p.m. And make sure you get your picks into the Dream 11 teams as well. And we will be back to join you right here on Fan Code. Paddy, thanks so much for joining us.
Always a pleasure, buddy.
And thank you all for joining us. We will see you at 6 p.m.